ELEX, 8-й выпуск. Продолжаем искать убийцу и заодно выполнять квесты потенциальных убийц подозреваемых, да. Ха, Артфа, ну я понимаю, да, ты... Ну, если что, потом как-нибудь пиши, как тебе там удобнее будет со стримами, все дела. Типа день, там, время. Ну, понятно, в рамках разумного.
Thorgal wants you to return to the World Heart.
I bet he does, but he can go fuck himself. I'm not going back. He can go and round up a few ass-kissing, law-abiding fellows from Goliath to do his dirty work. I don't want anything to do with it, Dan. I'm going to Tavar.
What happened to the escort that was taking you to the World Heart?
Let me give you a clue. A lot of claws, a lot of teeth, a lot of blood. I was only just able to get away from them. Those warriors are now rotting somewhere out there, or deep in the bellies of the beasts that attacked us. Their sacrifice saved my life, but it just goes to show, Goliath orders people to do stupid things and people die because of it. I want my freedom.
А, понятно. Что думаешь с ним делать? С этим типом?
About the World Heart.
Yeah?
Окей, Артфа, окей. Блин, я харизму хотел еще изначально качать, мать его. На что я все навыки просто... То есть, почему я не могу выкачать ничего на харизму? Я, помню, даже хитрость с самого начала начал качать. Где это? Это характер, по-моему, или что такое харизма? Я уже забыл. Интеллекты нужны, да. Что такое боевая подготовка, не очень понятно. Дорогое здесь все, конечно, только это очки характеристик. Но это, по сути, не особо осмысленная штука. Блин, как-то это нестандартно в лучшем случае. Я больше по ДНДшным системам, конечно. Или около них. Хотя я дурацкий кубик не люблю. Лучше как в Dragon Age. Так, ладно. Хер с тобой. Силком попробую тебя притащить.
About the World Heart.
Yeah?
Do you want me to tell Thorgal you don't want to work for him anymore?
No. He'll figure that out when I'm long gone. Better for me that they don't know my plans until after I've gone.
Return to your work at the World Heart, or I will kill you.
Now, hold on a minute. Who went and made you Thorgal's loyal servant?
Just get yourself back there. Or are you going to force me to make this painful?
Hey, calm down. We can talk about this civilly? Look, if you want me to go back, then at least give me a few shards so I can buy some things to make life easier.
I'll count to 3.
But I just wanted...
1,
Stop, wait,
2...
By the Pilgrim, you're serious. All right, I'm going.
Окей. Ай. Зажал 90 монеток, блин. О, мягкая туалетная бумага. Интересно, сколько я дамажа буду наносить этой херне? Молох. Ничего себе, у меня и мечка. Я понял. Как быстро ты меня убьешь. Ну, додик, давай, додик, короче. Чё ты как собака? Иди сюда. Вся тварь прям очень сильная. Чё, завершу пока... Нет, стоп, мне надо к этому же. Бля, я забыл где-то, это где-то вот здесь вот. Да беги, 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 беги. А теперь прыг, скок, лес, лесок, тащится старушка. На не! What the fuck? Что это было? Мне просто задницу поджарили. Ублюдок.
Ваша популярность растет.
Привет, Фрути. Спасибо за подписку, добро пожаловать. Так, я... Стоп, и все... Что? А, нет, все правильно, вот сюда я бегу. Да.
Rock will return to work for you again. He's on his way back now.
Good, great. I was beginning to worry about the health of the World Heart, but I know he can help me put it right. Thank you.
Так, отлично.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Этот квест я завершил. Что там у меня, кстати, по уровню? Как мне понять, сколько тут осталось? Что-то непонятно. Так, все, теперь телепортируюсь.
About Ascor's murder. don't think Baron did it. Asgore was his friend, and Baron just wants to be left alone. I don't see why he'd murder anyone.
All right. Even though he knew Asgore better than most, yeah, you're right. He doesn't have the energy or the
Why
motive.
do it?
Frankly, I only think Ragnar wanted Baron questioned in case he had seen anything. It looks like he didn't. Let's take him off the list for now.
Thorgal wasn't anywhere near Goliath at the time of the murder, and he has witnesses to prove it.
Yeah, he's also too skilled a fighter to have left Asgore such a bloody mess. So, he's out as a suspect.
Garen just wants to hunt.
Ваша
He didn't like
популярность
Asgore, but
растет.
I don't
Спасибо за
think he'd
подписку,
kill
добро
him.
пожаловать.
Besides, if he had killed Asgore, he'd have used his bow, not a sword.
Yeah, all Garen wants is to hunt. He'd have no motive for this.
It's not conclusive, but I don't think it was him.
I agree. I don't think it was him either. Let's take him off the list.
Eardor didn't have time to commit a murder. He's tending to the world hard and looking after supplies. Besides, he's just too weak to have killed Asgore in the way you described.
Yes, I agree. I don't think Eardor was capable of this. That's one less suspect for us.
Rock wasn't anywhere near Goliath when the murder was committed. He didn't like Asgore, but I don't think he could have done it. I'd say he didn't kill Asgore.
I didn't think he would have the opportunity, but Ragnar insisted I'd look into him. I guess Ragnar was wrong.
You recently became a warrior, didn't you? You and Asgore are both eligible to be paladins.
Yes, but trust me, I'm happier with my job collecting waifs and strays than becoming a paladin and going out to the front lines. I think I'm making more of a difference doing what I'm doing. Asgore, though, was a driven man. Becoming a paladin was all he wanted.
You were right. The investigation was a waste of time. It must have been someone outside Edan. His suspects are innocent.
It's Ragnar we'll have to convince. He is certain one of them did it. He's not often wrong.
Странно.
Then who do you think it was?
I don't know.
Then tell Ragnar that.
What about Baron? He didn't have a proper alibi, did he?
There was no one there to say he was at his post, and of all the suspects, he knew Asgore the best.
Then it must be him. The others all have alibis. Baron knew Asgore better than the others.
I thought you said Ragnar only included Baron in case he saw something.
Ragnar wants answers. He's insisting the murderer is found. You've questioned everyone, and Baron's the only one without a decent alibi. Do you know where Baron is?
I found him in the forest, but he said he takes time off to go to the lift into the valley.
Давай, карлик.
Then we should go there and see what we find. You want me to come with you?
Why would Baron talk about that place if he had something to hide?
Since when have criminals been clever? And Baron's not that smart. Maybe he just let something slip.
You're serious? You really think Baron did it?
What other leads do we have? Look, let's just check this out and then we'll know for sure.
What do you think we'll find there?
Who knows? But we don't have any evidence so far, so it feels like we should check this clue out. At least so we can tell Ragnar that we did.
All right. I'll search the area near the lift that Baron talked about. What is it I'm looking for?
We won't know until we find it. Have a look around, bring me anything you find. Just don't interfere with it.
What do you mean, interfere?
Bring anything you find to me without disturbing it. Whatever you find, we should take it to Ragnar.
Then you know what it is.
No, I'm warning you. Do what I say.
Звучит сомнительно.
Just trust me. Your life might depend on it.
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
Too experienced.
I could use your help.
Then you have it.
You think you can keep up with me? I mean, I use a jetpack sometimes.
I know. I have one that I haven't taken to the pit yet.
Ха, как удобно.
Is it though? You are a berserker.
Yeah, sometimes rules can be bent. I'll deal with any trouble.
Then let's go. There's an abandoned camp in some ruins to the west of Goliath. You can meet me there.
You lead, I'll follow. The berserkers have held the Alps back with bravery and magic. This fight will call upon those qualities.
Follow me.
Sure.
Так. Что мне дальше качать? Вот в чем вопрос. Силу надо вкачать. На 5. Блин, много чего интеллект требует из этих способностей. Ну, прям так много требует, что вообще жесть какая-то. Стоит ли вообще его вымакшивать так сильно? Ладно, пока без понятия, если честно. Я так понимаю, сами... Здесь характеристики вообще сами по себе что-нибудь дают, или они просто для красоты существуют?
Teach me something.
Sure.
Не понял, что да. Ну нет, я
Technology is forbidden by law here.
читать-то я читал. Ну, пускай интеллект, например, будет, допустим. Он много где нужен в больших количествах. Ладненько. Ой, shut the fuck up. Понятно, Арт, в этом смысле. Окей.
Remarkable country.
Такс. Ничего здесь нету. А, вот вижу.
I found something hidden in Baron's hiding place.
What'd you find?
Here. Do you think this could belong to Baron?
No, that was Ascor's. And now we find it at a place Baron confesses coming to regularly.
По-моему, это
I'd
bullshit.
say we have some evidence.
I solved your case for you, Duras.
You got to the truth. For that, I thank you. I'll take things from here.
Is that everything you have to say?
The destruction of a seedling is a matter for a warlord. Your involvement is over.
Uh-huh. So what happens now?
I take this to Ragnar. He'll deal with it from here.
You want to know what I think about the murder?
Very well. What do you think?
Well, I don't think any of the people on the list did it. There's just not the proof. There's only one person associated with Ascor we've not investigated. You.
Me?
You were a rival to Ascor. You carry a sword. Then you find out Baron goes to where the seedling was found, and suddenly think he's a prime suspect.
You can't think I did it.
I do. It's simple. You murdered Ascor.
What are you talking about? You can't seriously think it was me.
Tell me your alibi.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You spend your time outside Goliad, and you spend all your time trying to persuade me not to investigate this. Then tell me. Tell me, or you'll have to tell Ragnar.
Ragnar will see me dead. I'm an outsider, and Ascor was born a berserker. He was known, and he was one of Ragnar's favorites.
So you did kill him?
Kill him? Yes. Murder him? No. I found Ascor by the lift one day. He'd managed to kill the seedling he'd been given. He knew that would stop him becoming a paladin. He attacked me.
So why hide that? And why frame Baron?
Baron's been blackmailing me. He found me with Ascor's body. He knows I'm an outsider. Who would they believe? Who do you believe? I gave you a chance. Won't you do that for me?
I can see why you did it. I'll keep your secret.
Thank you. You don't know what a weight this has been. I owe the berserkers. Now I owe them more. I didn't want him dead, but he flipped on me. I don't think it helped that it was me. He couldn't stand the idea that he'd be facing exile while I continued on as a warrior.
What is in the casket?
Property that belongs to the Berserkers. You now know who the murderer is. That's what you needed to discover.
Ragnar wants answers. This won't be over until he's happy he has them. Time for you to step aside and let me finish this.
What do you mean?
I solved the murder. I will get the reward.
Wait a moment.
I could tell Ragnar that murderer wasn't a berserker.
You could also tell him it was me.
You'll have to take that risk.
You don't believe I can let you go to Ragnar after that?
Then draw your weapon or trust me.
Then do it. But quickly. The sooner we have it behind us, the better.
Окей. Ну, это, честно, это было, ну, довольно-таки уже приличное время понятно. Намекали слишком сильно.
The entrance to the Valley of the Damned. We'll have to be careful down there. There's a reason these
Go and
people
bother
were sent
someone
into
else.
exile.
Да, реально поднимается. Ну ладно, мне сейчас туда не надо. Домой, наверное, схожу. Завершу задание.
You ordered the warrior Duras to investigate Ascor's murder?
Yes. Ascor was a trusted and well-liked member of our people.
Ну не
It's
все.
only right that his murder should be investigated by Duras. Justice will be done. Ascor's murderer must face the punishment they deserve.
I have some information about Ascor's murder.
Anything you know would be helpful. What have you learned?
The murderer isn't anyone from Goliath.
How do you know this?
None of the suspects had a clear motive or opportunity. It makes sense that it was an outsider. There is a war on, after all.
So why was Ascor killed?
For the seedling. My guess, it was a simple robbery. Ascor refused to hand over the seedling and was killed for it.
So Ascor died honorably, defending the seedling? I had started to hear grumblings about Ascor, but defending a seedling to the death, that is the man I knew.
Закончилось для всех все хорошо.
And you see good men die for it. So we have an answer. There would never be a good result to this tragedy. But knowing that this foul murder was not committed by one of our brothers is as much as I could hope for. I will consider this matter closed. My thanks to you and to Duras for bringing me this closure. You did well to bring this information to me. Here, take this reward as thanks for ending this matter. I am surprised you solved this before Duras.
Раньше, блин.
About my support. How am I doing?
Drogue put in a good word for you. But you impressed the wrong man. Others have...
Да, к тому же он дает еще возможность выполнять еще квесты
You will need
у
more
этих
than his
типов
word
подозреваемых.
to gain promotion. You have passed Angram's test. That stands you in good stead. You helped protect the seedlings from mutants. You made quite an impression on the workers. Arnir says you were a great help to him. My wife seems to hold you in great favor. I've heard you helped a cleric escape from Goliath. And worse still, You involved my
Откуда ты об этом знаешь?
How does that speak to your case? And don't think the fact that Eisenfaust's sword disappeared at the point you arrived has gone unnoticed. I can't prove anything, but suspicions don't always have to be.
О боже.
It seems you weren't able to find the stolen ELEX for Caldrum. You must do more if you want to fit in here. Earn those pledges, and you will earn my approval.
Откуда ты половину знать не должен? Ай.
About my support. I took care of Eardor.
Were there any problems?
None to speak of.
Tell me, why am I hearing only complaints from the cultivators? Could it have something to do with the food you took them? It'll be days before they're able to work at full capacity again. And sickness and diarrhea really aren't words you want to hear around food production.
Eardor asked for food. I took him food. Where's my payment?
Payment? You made my men sick. Whatever you thought you were doing, you've left men in the forest with their...
Блин, ошибка была тогда, я случайно.
Glad I'm not force-feeding you whatever you gave them.
I don't work for free.
Nor should you. A man must know his value.
Then you will pay me?
You will get paid for the tasks you're given.
You could pay more.
A man should know his value. You will get paid, and you should be satisfied with the rewards you're given. No one will cheat you here. But you should not
Видимо, случайно.
Don't forget that I helped Eardor and the cultivators.
Ah, yes. That was something. Only your support was anything but helpful, wasn't it? The supplies you took them made them ill. Be glad you weren't punished for that act.
What contact do the Berserkers have with the other factions?
The Albs want no contact but that of war and conflict. Perhaps the Separatists will be more open to conversation, but trust will be hard. We have maintained conversations with the clerics, but the peace that has strained since our last war has never held easy. The outlaws, well, they have no true leader and no true cause. Any dealings with them are dealings with individuals. It's self-evident that the paths of all the factions will cross, and that conflict is likely.
Why are the factions fighting?
Ah, that's a question we all ask. How could healing the planet not aid us all? But for the Albs, ELEX comes before anything. The clerics worship their god and their machines, and do not trust nature. While the outlaws see only profit and pleasure today, with no interest in tomorrow. And so we come into conflict, and the world burns when it could heal. If we can plant more world hearts in Tavar or Abessa, then we could give all the soil there new life too. But the other factions don't see it that way. They fear the changes we bring.
Do you know that for sure? Have you spoken to the other factions?
Spoken, no. But we sent men to establish world hearts in Abessa and Tavar. And they have been attacked almost constantly. In fact, their reports are overdue. You came to us from beyond our walls. If you know your way across these lands, could you go to the World Hearts and see what happened to our men?
Where are the World Hearts?
The World Heart in Tavar was sent to an oasis out in the desert. You will have to walk carefully once you're there. The outlaws do not take kindly to people crossing through their lands. You'll find the World Heart in Abessa to the south of the domed city.
Ну, мне туда надо будет по квесту
I
одному.
will look for your men in Tavar and Abessa.
Thank you. It's time that we learn their fates. You ensure you're properly equipped before you go. It isn't a short journey, and the way will be difficult.
I have news from the other regions.
Oh? What is it?
I met Thorgal in Abessa.
You did? And what news? Is he well? Is the World Heart established?
The World Heart is being well cared for. Thorgal has been defending it from attacks by the Alps.
I take it there were losses. Regrettable, but these days that is quite normal. In any case, thank you for this report. Take this as payment.
Отлично. Так, броньку там сходить купить ты хоть говорил мне, да?
All technology must be consigned to the past. Take it to the pit.
Так вот, или это не то? Видимо, это не то, да?
What goods?
Understood.
Ну да, тут оружие же продается. Так, я в любом случае стрелы куплю, хотя бы немного. А где кузня?
Law forbids such technology.
Я ее пропустил. Она в этом городе, да?
Hey, watch it there.
Броник.
I hate it when people mess with my stuff. You think the armor in this place makes itself? Well, you wouldn't be the only one, but let me tell you, it's not true. Damned hard work makes it. My damned hard work. So don't get in my way.
What's so good about the armor you supply?
Quality, skill, years of practice technique. And as you go up through the ranks, you're eligible for different equipment. As a cultivator, you'll be confronted with different challenges to a warrior or a paladin. So for cultivator armor, I make sure to give you the freedom of movement needed for working in the fields. But a warrior's armor must be robust, better able to absorb damage during combat.
Can I get some of this armor?
I am only authorized to hand out equipment to anyone who has earned it. A cultivator isn't allowed to wear the armor of a paladin.
いらっしゃいませ。よ
That armor goes
うこそ当店へ。
О, не фан. Привет. Спасибо за подписку. 4-й, да? Надеюсь, у тебя все в порядке было с этим, в отличие от Бестмудака. Да. Отлично.
So, if you want a set of it, you'll have to work to earn it.
I'd like to trade.
Pick your armor, choose your weapon, we can trade.
О, кстати, меч какой-то. Для него нужна ловкость, правда. А для топорика нужна сила. Притом совсем немного. Ну, ключ я не буду на одну увеличивать. Так, парта, двуручная. Так, что у меня там по броне? Она у меня просто отсутствует как класс, да?
I'd like to trade.
Pick your armor, choose your weapon, we can trade.
Да, штаны и правда есть. Где тут общие статы персонажа посмотреть? Есть тут такое? Типа, нет. Капец, я не голый.
That tech's gonna get you in trouble. Put it away or dispose of it.
Нет, это просто характеристики. Я имею в виду общие статы. Типа, сколько там? Атака, защита, и вот это все. Это просто статы. Такс.
What are you doing with that technology? Take it to the pit.
Окей, давайте сюда сбегаем. Лол, я застрял. Вау. Ну, попытка не пытка, как говорится. С кем я уже только не сражался, как говорится. Вот тут было, могло быть очень больно. Ах, черт, я в конечном итоге свалился. Найс. Вот это я уже не люблю, когда, блин, расстояние вообще ничтожное, и я трачу больше половины хп. What the fuck? Ну, 50 нет, 30 есть.
A brave choice.
Is that everything you have to say?
From a lost sheep to a wolf.
When fate brings us together, we will see. I could use your help.
You lead, I'll follow. Opportunities are there to be seized. Excellent.
Блин, искать где спать, что ли, опять? Точно, можно же к этому сходить. Вот сюда. У него там должно... Я, кстати, сегодня дома у него не обследовал. Заодно и там поспать, скорее всего, можно.
these ruins must have witnessed.
Who are you?
I am Leonard. Berserker, prospective hunter, and apprentice. At least I will be if Master Garen will teach me.
You're learning to be a hunter?
I'm an apprentice. Do you have any hunting experience?
I'm a born hunter.
You are? What have you seen? Have you seen swamp spiders or trolls? Did you fight them?
There's not much on Magalan I haven't fought. You don't have a choice when you're out here in the wilderness. Before anything else, you must be quick.
Quick. Quick, yes, that's what Master Garen says. Seems he does know what he's talking about. When he talks to me.
You don't hunt together then?
We have. But last time we went out, I made too much noise. We were attacked by raptors. He let me try and shoot the pack leader, but I dropped my bow.
You dropped your gun?
I know. We were moving. I stumbled. Then it was too late. We had to run. Master Garen's not really spoken to me since.
You lost your bow?
Yes, I wasn't going to stay there unarmed. I ran.
So, get another bow.
Garen, Master Garen won't let me have one. He says I have to make one. And he's not taught me how to make one. I need my old one back. How can I hunt without a bow? Make a new one? Where would I even start?
You must be able to find the materials you need around here. Didn't Garon tell you anything?
He pointed at some trees he said were good, and said something about animal sinew or hide or something from a plant.
Then where's your problem?
Getting all that stuff without getting killed. I'd still rather get my old bow back. Please, will you help me? I can pay you if you do.
Where did you lose your bow?
Everything happened so fast, I can't really remember the exact spot. In any case, it was to the north, by the cliffs below, under Goliad.
That's a lot of ground to search.
Yeah, but at least the raptors have moved on. They followed us, so they're not around there anymore. If I think of anything else, I'll let you know.
I will find your bow.
If you do that, you will have my eternal thanks.
Сначала на лук
And I
пойду
will also give you a
поищу.
few shards in addition to my portion from the hunt. Oh, and this needs to stay between us. I don't want Garen to learn about it. He'll get over it when I have my bow back. But if he hears in advance, he'll try and talk you out of it.
Так, во-первых, спать. Отлично.
The things our world has achieved that are now lost to us.
Блин, я только что купил, черт, если бы знал. Ошибка максимальная. Давай, мужик, пойду твой лук найду. А, стоп, подожди, у этого мужика можно купить стрел?
What do you have to...
Да, есть, конечно. Теперь у меня есть 50 стрел, если что. Да сваливаем, сваливаем, мужик. И от этих мы тоже сваливаем. Хотя с ними, может быть, и стоит подраться. Их 2 всего. Так. Окей, я вообще его не пробиваю. Потрясающе, 0 урона. Да нет, дерьмо какое-то. Что за кусок говна? Почему я ему урона не наношу? Ай. Блядь. А я тем временем в жопе мира оказался. Я не сохранялся вообще. О, господи.
What do you have to...
Да ёлы-палы.
This could be challenging.
Давай, вперед, 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 давай.
I'll get this one.
Они убили его? Что? А как цель здесь менять я так и не научился, да? И никто не знает. А, стоп, он ему урона даже не нанес. Не, я не наношу урона, бессмысленно. Короче, нет смысла с ними связываться, пробежать их просто надо и на этом забыть об них. Запись, наверное, надо закончить. На этой очередной моей смерти. Что ж, мы даже что-то сделали на этот раз. Толково, если можно так выразиться. Такой квест завершили. Человека присоединили к себе. И вроде как уже у нас достижений достаточно много. Ну, продвигаемся потихонечку, да? Конец записи.